The "I've got a dark sense of humor that people can't handle" types are essentially the "I'm not like the other girls." We get it? You've got a dark sense of humor just like the majority of the world. People are actually able to handle your jokes, but chances are you aren't the right person to be saying it, or you've just gotta learn how to read a room. You're the epitome of the girls who claim that they're not like the rest of the other girls. Dark humor is great when it's more than haha slur. I met a guy on Tinder and we dated for like 3 weeks. He said he had a dark sense of humor. No, he was just a fucking psychopath. He enjoyed hearing babies cry because it meant they were unhappy or in pain. Liked to make really racist jokes and statements, would consistently make fun of me, made me and others uncomfortable with his jokes. He also didn't listen to music, was homeschooled his entire life, and once tried to convince everyone that his joke about a school going up in flames and killing all the things I won't say wasn't bad, he just had dark humor. Edit, just remembered something else. His favorite pastime is watching videos on YouTube of people getting severely injured and laughing about it. Literally forced me to watch a video where a dude fell off his motorcycle and got a stick impaled through his cheek, and Psycho sat there laughing, going ha ha ha, dumb bitch. Another one where a kid broke his arm on his skateboard, and he's sitting there laughing at this kid's pain like haha, you're dumb. Bet that hurts, listen to him cry. Same with people that go, I'm not a dick, I'm just brutally honest. When she says something out of place in front of strangers that draws bewildered looks. Then passes it off as dark or unique humor. When really it's just as misplaced as a redneck telling fart jokes at a Mensa meeting. When people say stuff like this, it's just an excuse to be a fucking asshole. It's the equivalent of saying I'm an asshole, a trend I've been noticing lately. Or like girls who say I don't really have any girlfriends. Girls just don't like me. I just get along with guys better. Hey cool cats and kittens, I killed my husband. Haha JK, that's just my dark sense of humor. Girls who say I am not like other girls are invariably exactly like other girls. Yeah, you're right. People that do have real dark senses of humor don't announce it. They just say what they say and you either laugh or you don't. Yeah, they say the N-word, and when you say that's not funny you get called a snowflake. I'm not like most girls. What are your hobbies? Netflix, sleeping, and eating. Yeah, these types just act like complete assholes while touting how forthright and honest they are. They're often walking examples of Dunning-Kruger as well. God, my ex used to go on all the time about how my sense of humor was dark, and said she had a dark sense of humor all the time. Like, yeah, I get it. I'm not like the other girls, I've got a dark sense of humor that people can't handle. Sorry, but I felt like I had to. When people have to preface this, it's usually 'cause the offensive massively outweighs the funny. I like dark humor. But I never tell anyone in public because of these type of people. I don't try to force everyone to like the humor I like, I just enjoy it on my own time. A good majority of my friends have dark senses of humor. I have it. You're not special for having it. I personally don't make any crappy dark jokes, I know they suck, I just find them funny myself, unless I know the person. It's more of an excuse to be a dick. Honestly, 99% of the time when someone tells me a lot of people can't handle my jokes, I can pretty much tell immediately that they're just not that funny. People say they have a dark sense of humor and then they're just racist. Dark sense of humor is Tarantino films, not white boy Ryan saying slurs. I think shock humor is the weakest, most lazy form of humor. As someone who used to do the I have a really dark sense of humor thing, I've realized it's basically just saying I haven't matured and still think that being edgy and offensive is funny. Yeah, I used to know people who would joke about stuff like RPE and the hollow ST, and when I complained that they overused those jokes too much and that they were also very offensive, they called me stuff like weak or sensitive. Well, excuses me, I'm definitely not like the other girls. 87% due to me not being a girl. People who overtly say this about themselves typically equate being edgy and shocking with automatically being funny. If people don't laugh, they're just too sensitive. I don't know. Remember the guy on the news who said sticks and stones may break my bones, but there will always be something to offend a feminist, and the lady he was debating went into a rage fit over it? My fiancé is Hispanic and makes jokes all the time about jumping the fence and working in the fields, which he actually did at one time, and you should see how badly people flip their lid. He looks white, so people have a coronary every time he makes a joke about it. Until they find out he's Hispanic. Then they apologize. LMAO, in a world where even light-hearted jokes make you a racist bigot, I can see why people say shit like this. TBH, people with a dark sense of humor rarely seem to make jokes about stuff that actually impacts them in any way. I'd say the majority of them don't have a dark sense of humor as much as they simply have no direct connection to the things they joke about. They act like they're so special because their humor is the equivalent of what middle schoolers find funny. Hence the people on this sub. I've got a dark sense of humor usually means they're a closet racist, sexist edgelord. Yet also the I'll have a dark sense of humor but don't tease me ever, and I don't like dark jokes, but I have no issue with offending people outside of a joke. If anyone here looks at meme accounts on Instagram, the Forbidden Land, you'll know every bio has "don't follow if you can't handle dark humor" or something of the likes. What I hear when someone leads with a disclaimer along these lines is, "I'm super insecure and I'll probably get offended that I offended someone." I tend to steer clear. To me, when I read/hear someone say that, it just means I don't know how to read the crowd and don't care about others when I speak. I.e., anyone who knows you, you don't have to tell them this and they won't be offended as they know you. Anyone who doesn't know you, you probably shouldn't be needlessly telling dark humor jokes around, as you have no idea how they will take it. Telling rape jokes to a woman you don't know has been raped because you don't know her isn't your dark sense of humor, it's your lack of empathy and respect scapegoating into dark sense of humor.